Greetings, family. I think it's always easy to attribute present day problems to some of the present day challenges in our environment, right? So when people speak about attributing a present day mentality to something that occurred in the past, there's often a pushback. If somebody was to blame anything on slavery and the plantation era in the black community, there's an automatic pushback. Oh, you can't blame it on something from hundreds of years ago, so on and so forth, right? But family, I believe that we are still grappling with the suspicious mindset and the negative mindset that we would have developed during the plantation era, right? And so, in this particular video, I would like to discuss why I believe we have a difficulty establishing business in the black community, right? Why we have a difficulty supporting individuals in the black community to the extent that they can become successful or wealthy in their own community, right? And so, as a backdrop, let me first react to the Tyrone Muhammad brick throwing fiasco. Okay. Now, family, we have a brother called Tyrone Muhammad in America who has had enough. All right. Our brother has heard the cries of several black women who were handled very disrespectfully at the hands of a Korean nail salon owner. Right. There have been several videos on YouTube and on the media that have basically portrayed these Korean nail salon owners as being tyrants. They are shown pushing sisters around, forcibly shoving them out of the door, speaking to them very dismissively. And our brother Tyrone Muhammad has had enough. All right. The last video he saw was the straw that broke the camel's back. All right. And in this case, our brother Tyrone Muhammad hatched a scheme to visit revenge on not only the store and the owner, but also on the patrons who continued to patronize on one fateful afternoon. All right, family. So Tyrone Muhammad went to the nail salon, went inside and told them, "You all better get out." All right. And after they refused to heed his calls, our brother went outside. He had a bag of stones. This is the second time in my life I've seen somebody carry stones to a location where they desire to make a problem. Right? The first particular time was here in Nassau. One of my friends, Elmo, did that. He took some stones in a bag to visit revenge on a work truck after being suspended. All right, but family, here we have it. Tyrone Muhammad had a bag of rocks outside, and after the people refused to leave, he began to break glasses. Um, Actually, he began to break the windows. My bad, family. I need to go and deal with my hooked on literacy. Okay, but family, he threw stones at the windows of the storefront and broke several of their windows and the door, right? The glass that is in the door. And so basically, family, after all this took place, he went outside and waited for the authorities, right? But the thing that was so embarrassing about the whole ordeal, he went there to protect black women. And the two police who responded to the scene were two black women. Two female black police officers arrived on the scene and arrested Tyrone Muhammad for attempting to defend not only them, but the black community at large, all right? Now, family, at first, when all of this took place, I had like a kind of visceral reaction. I was kind of like, I cringed when I saw it because what I saw taking place was a person endangering their freedom. And rule number one in this revolution, we need to be um, free from incarceration. We don't need to put any of our leaders, in particular the bold ones, we don't need to have any of them behind bars. All right, family. But the brother was bailed out and he had a legal campaign asking for $20,000 for legal fees in a situation which he would undoubtedly have to plead guilty anyway because he did it on camera and it went viral and he didn't leave the scene. All right, family. But what I wanted to say, we can raise $30,000 for this brother's legal fees, which were completely unnecessary. He could have decided not to do that, and he wouldn't have had $30,000 worth of problems to contend with, right? But we can raise $30,000 to free somebody from prison, but we can't raise $30,000 to empower one of our sisters to operate her own business, her own nail salon, or whatever have you. All right, family. So, what I'm saying, in my opinion, we have an issue related to respecting each other in the black community. We are totally at odds with one another when it comes down to allowing each other to progress. All right, it is called the crabs in the barrel mentality. You know, why is it that we have an issue with seeing one of our own prosper? I'm reminded of the comment that says um, affiliation or cooperation. Cooperation only lasts as long as the status quo remains the same. Okay? And so, as long as everybody is on the same level um, in terms of the same amount of luck or the same amount of resources, then there's no problem. But as soon as one person rises higher or one person goes lower, we begin to stratify our society, and suddenly we have the higher class and the lower class and the middle class. All right, and so I believe as a people who came from a communal environment, I believe our psychology is at odds with capitalism. You know, we have issues with this notion of individualistic competition. All right, we thrive in environments where we work together as villages, as communities, as cities, as groupings. We work well um, in a collaborative sense, but in an individualistic competition for scarce resources, we find that we also succumb to the mindset of classist division, you know, and in particular, we have issues with people who look like us making progress in life or having success. I don't think all of us have this issue, but I believe it is a part of the post slavery trauma that has become cultural, that has become innate. Okay, so although we like to distance ourselves from our enslavement, we have to recognize that the people we became after slavery was a direct result of slavery. All right, and so the submissive mindset, the defeatist mindset, the suspicious mindset still persists in the black community. And we need to defeat this mindset, which is a cancer, in order to allow the robust growth of economics in the black community. We need to support each other, all right? We need to be able to support each other without feeling like we are allowing some enemy to succeed, family. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all of these thoughts. One love.